Welcome to Genoa, where the Comets are getting ready to host the Rossford Bulldogs at NBC Jackson, right here on Toledo Sports Network. I'm Mike Bauman here with Mike Jameson. Mikey, you look at this game tonight. Rossford coming off a huge win against Lake on a 1-point victory on a 3-point shot by Ben Sauter. And Genoa, meanwhile, coming in off a big win where Luke Reitnauer became the all-time leading scorer in school history. What are you looking for tonight from Genoa? Obviously, they can match Rossford's size. What do you got to see out of the Comets tonight to keep this close with Rossford?
Well, first thing I'm going to have to do is have some earplugs. Boy, we're right next to the band. They're rocking us out tonight. And I think what you're going to see tonight from both of these squads is trying their best to work an inside game. We saw it Thursday or Tuesday night at Lake. The big boys won the game. I mean, it was a phenomenal game. You're going to see that tonight. Luke Reitnauer is going to get his 25 points no matter what. He's going to get them. You've got to get some of the big guys here. You got to get White. You got to get some of these other names that can take the ball inside and make things happen. You got to see that tonight.
And if you're Rossford, what do you do to try to neutralize Reitnauer in terms of his points? How do you try to neutralize his touches if you are those big guys inside for the Bulldogs?
I think, knowing Coach Forrest as well as I do, he's plotted it out. Reitnauer's going to get what Reitnauer gets. His goal is to be able to stop other perimeter shooters and keep them out of the inside. Make them shoot the threes and not worry about anything inside.
It's the Comets, it's the Bulldogs. He's Mike Jameson, I'm Mike Bauman. This is the Toledo Sports Network and CW13. Stay tuned, because when we come back, we're going to give you the tip-off right here on TSNW. Welcome you back here to Genoa, where the Comets are getting ready to host the Rossford Bulldogs in NBC Action. I'm Mike Bauman here with Mike Jameson, the one and only. And Mikey, you look at this game we talked about in the open. Rossford coming off a huge victory over Lake, where they haven't won in 4 years on a three-pointer with 3 seconds left from Ben Sauter. And then conversely, you got Genoa coming off of a big win where Luke Reitnauer became the school's all-time leading scorer. This should be a fun one tonight. Both teams match up pretty well inside.
Well, I think what you're going to see tonight is just what we talked about earlier, a lot of banging inside. And I know Luke's the guy that's going to be taking the ball to the hoop a lot, but he's going to be doing some dishing off. And I know you got some good rosters for us to start this baby off, Mike.
We do. For your visiting Rossford Bulldogs, we've got your starters, senior guard Ryan Neese in the backcourt with senior guard Hector Aguirre. And in the front court, we've got senior Marty Linthicum, senior Nate Childress, and we've also got junior Eric Davis at the small forward spot. Now for the Genoa Comets, as you hear the band crash it up, we've got freshman Josiah Bradfield, as well as junior Jared Broja in the backcourt. We've got Amos Cotter, 6'1", senior guard, Luke Reitnauer, 6'2", senior guard, and in the front court you've got 6'4", post guy, Mr. Noah Goodrich, who can do some damage on the boards.
I think you're going to see a lot of that tonight, Mike, and it's just going to be one of those games. You know what team's going to show up, and we'll take it from there. Boy, it's going to be loud tonight, Mike. It's going to be a loud one. I'll tell you what, we had first game tonight, the Rossford Lake game, and now this, it's craziness times 10.
Well, I think the thing to keep an eye on tonight, Mikey, is how well Genoa's post guys are going to go up against the multitude of post players they're going to see from the Bulldogs tonight. Marty Linthicum, Nate Childress leading the way in the front court, but you've also got guys that, like Coda Sinclair, like Hector Aguirre, some forwards who have made some good defensive plays.
Special thanks going out to IBEW with our tip-off tonight, UA50, Pub 51, Big Apple Deli, SBL Outfitters, and of course, First Federal Bank.
And just as you say that, Mikey, Luke right now are already getting off to a hot start on the three-pointer on the curl.
And that's something good to see for the Genoa Comets right now. They're able to, get that outside game going, and we're going to see what's going on here with the little bit of a 2-1-2 defense here by Genoa Comets right now.
There's Childress taking to the hoop. Aguirre comes away with the board, so they'll be able to reset it. Rossford got outscored 34-23 in the second half against Lake, but down the stretch, I thought they weathered the storm pretty well. And you had Ben Sauter all night in the corner getting the three-point looks. Here's the steal. Luke Reitnauer can't make it, but on the putback, it's the big fella, Noah Goodrich. So the Comets off to a quick 5-0 start.
That's what we talked about early, too. Oh.
Hector Aguirre on the miss, going coast to coast.
Hector's got a way of getting to the basket really good. You're going to be seeing a lot of that tonight, too. So 5-0, wow. Nice start here for the Genoa Comets.
Mike Bauman here with Mike Jameson. We want to say thank you again to all you who are tuning into this, having some fun with us on a Saturday night, because we have fun doing this.
On a Friday night.
Well, it's Saturday when they watch it. And there's another jumper to make it 7-0, and Luke Reitnauer's got a quick 5.
And these are really good baskets for Luke, too, because he's getting into his normal area where he's able to score and score a lot.
So Rossford looking to counter. Nice fakes the 3. And Genoa playing some pretty tight defense. Here's Eric Davis from the wing. That one's off. And Carter comes away with the rebound for the Comets. So far, not any easy looks for the Bulldogs, Mikey.
Well, what you're seeing right now is exactly the game plan that Genoa was putting together, and they seem to be able to get to the ball a little quicker than what's happening with the Bulldogs.
So a near turnover there, but Genoa's able to save it and reset. They're led by head coach Zach Alt, a graduate of this program. Loves the way his guys are getting involved in the program, from the little guys all the way on up, trying to rebuild things here in Genoa. Near steal again, but again the Comets regroup, and again Luke Reitnauer scores. That is not a rewind, folks. He does have 7 points. And now we're going to get a foul. And that one's going to go on Ryan Neese. That'll be his first on the grab on the near steal, and already we're going to see Coach Boris go to the bench, Mikey, and look for some answers here.
Well, you're going to see that a lot, with the way Brian runs his squad. A lot of these boys are, most of these boys are getting a lot of playing time, and I really commend him for being able to do that. And Genoa's going to stay real close with their top 6-7 people here. But you're going to see White in here for Genoa real quick, too.
Comets are 5-2, 2-2 in NBC. Rossford 7-2, 4-0 in NBC play.
Whoa. Here's
Noah Childress, wanted the foul, didn't get it. And here's Matt Fierce coming away. A little behind the back action, fires it up the floor.
Nice look inside.
And the big fella cashes it. Jeff Hodak, the 6'7", 222 junior.
Yeah, and he's a monster inside. And if he can start playing his kind of game, that makes things real good for Rossford, too. Like I said, they've got the trucks inside. They've got it.
We got a fresh 5 right now for Rossford on the floor, Mikey.
Well, you got some of your favorites in there, some of these guys that really did a good, nice move.
Nice putback that time by Amos Carter. And that makes it 11-2. Genoa now operating out of the full court press. 4:19 to go here. Here's a corner 3 from the hero, Ben Sauter, against Lake. That one goes off, and Genoa will corral the board. So again, Mikey, another quick shot, and not an easy one, nor the best look for Rossford right now. Haven't been able to get much going inside.
Well, I think, testing the waters right now, Genoa's been, they're going to be like flies on honey on Reitnauer now. He still gets in.
So Luke drives the paint, averaging about 25 points per game. Had a double-double earlier this year where he scored 34, if my memory serves me right, and he not only became the all-time leading scorer at Genoa and their victory earlier this week, Mikey. But he also owns a single game scoring record, 43 points against Woodmore last year.
Just incredible. Just incredible. White's in for Genoa right now, bringing in some more height and some strength inside as Hudak puts right now our way.
Hudak with the rejection. Here's Rossford coming the other way, and we get a turnover. And we got another big fella in the game for the Genoa Comets, Jamal White, the 6'5 senior, to try to add some added size in there, continue to make it difficult for these Bulldogs.
I think him and Hudak are going to have quite a time inside there.
And here's Luke from the wing. That one misses. But Jared Brasha with a nice play throws it off the defender, and it will stay with the Comets. So 3:17 to go here in the first quarter. It's been all Genoa. They lead at 11-2 here on the Toledo Sports Network and CW13.
On the job for you for over 100 years. You need a career. You need a future. Local 8 can help you make it happen. Join the men and women who build our community. Become a part of a proud tradition. Build your career. Build your future with the brothers and sisters of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 8. We're on the job for you.
We're on the job for you. We're the local IBEW.
Dan R's Automotive Service Center, 4041 Navarre Avenue, has been servicing the area since 1981 for all your automotive service needs. Dan R's Automotive Service Center, world-class service, hometown people. 419-693-6141. Big Apple Blossom Florist, 2265 Woodville Road in Oregon, is your full-service florist with over 30 years floral design experience. Whether you prefer time-honored and traditional or contemporary and modern, the Big Apple Blossom will custom design an arrangement for you. Stop by the Big Apple Blossom Florist for unique, one-of-a-kind gifts for all ages. The Big Apple Blossom Florist, 2265 Woodville Road in Oregon.
The union plumbers, steam fitters, and HVACR service mechanics of UA Local 50 build the powerhouses that generate your electricity. Install and service your heating and air conditioning systems, and install the plumbing systems that protect the health of this nation. Everywhere there's a building being built, retrofitted, or maintained, members of UA Local 50 are on the job with skills and the latest sustainable building practices. To do the job right, UA Local 50 plumbers, steam fitters, and service mechanics, building America's future.
CW13 and Toledo Sports Network is proud to bring you high school basketball each and every Saturday night starting at 8 p.m. The area's best games for you to watch every Saturday night starting at 8. Brought to you by ToledoSportsNetwork.com and CW13.
Hey, don't forget to stop out to Pub 51 and Mike. You know, they got a huge Super Bowl party coming out at Pub 51. Ronnie and the gang out there have really got some good stuff, got door prizes. They're having a spaghetti cook-off to win a Pub 51 card, and they're going to have great games, NFL package to buy some raffle tickets, 50-50 raffles, food and drinks. It's going to be a great time. That's Super Bowl out at Pub 51, one of our gracious sponsors, Ronnie Bin and the gang, making sure we can bring you Toledo Sports Network.
Who you got for the big game? Who do you think is going to go to the big show this year?
Whoa.
Gun to your head, who's going?
I just got a feeling it's going to be New England, and that's definitely a gun to my head. And Seattle. I think that's what it's going to be.
The two veteran teams.
Yeah. I think Aaron Rodgers is too hurt. I think that Cap is really going to, you know, they can only shoot it up with so much cortisone. It's going to be tough.
I think Andrew Luck's going to go in there and lead that team to a victory. That's what I think. I think it's going to be Indy, Seattle. Nice putback again, and this time it's the big fella Jamal White.
What'd I tell you?
Getting on the board.
Yeah, they need him. They need him, and he needs to play a big game if they want anything good to happen from that end.
And again, the offensive frustrations continue. A little helter-skelter for Rossford. Here's Fierce. That one is short.
Fierce had some nice threes in the late game, too.
But Nick Stowers comes away with the board, 228, and they'll try to regroup. Here's Hodak with the jumper. That one's off. And that one's rebounded by Matt Bradfield. So the offensive woes continue for the Bulldogs as they search to find an answer on that end of the floor. They trail 13-2 here on the Toledo Sports Network and CW13. Mike Bauman here with Mike Jamison out of Genoa. Always fun coming out here.
Yep. Nice pass. Nice.
Rims out. Here's Coda Sinclair looking to push. He's got the big fella up the floor.
Oh, nice.
And he misses the bunny.
Changing right to left hands. Kind of couldn't keep hold of it there.
Quick jumper by Reitnauer, but he fouls his shot, goes up again. Again gets the rebound, but it's stripped away by Hodak. Look at the hustle by Goodrich.
Whoa.
And they're going to say that one was a block. Here's a speedy Matt Fierst. Really going back and forth now. And finally, Rossford gets an answer as Stowers hits a three to make it 13-5.
Yeah, and they needed that. They needed that one big.
So the 6'2 junior cuts it to 8. We've got over a minute to play here in the first quarter. But I tell you, Genoa's really controlled the tempo, Mikey. They're playing with a lot of confidence right now, and they're getting into the paint.
Reitnauer seems to get the ball just about every time here. Oh, nice rebound.
Bradfield comes away with it. Nice look inside to the big fella again. And Jamal White cashes it in again, so he's got a quick 4 here in the first.
That's what he's been doing that all night so far, and he's able to, right place, right time, with just great boxing out. And it's nice to see that with what we've been seeing at a lot of the games so far, Mike.
And there's Coda Sinclair with another 3, and it's 15-8. And Coda's that guy, Mikey, that you have to watch out for as we get another turnover here. Quick jumper by Fierst. And he gets the lucky bounce. So just like that, it's 15-10.
Wow.
But those are those guys coming off the bench. Fierst, Sinclair, Stowers, doing the work right now for the Bulldogs. And Jamal White is feeling it.
Did you see him look him off? He looked him off. Awesome.
3 seconds to go. Fierst looking for some help. Coda Sinclair's got to put it up. It gets blocked, and Jamal White's fired up. Genoa's fired up. They lead it 17-10 after 1 quarter here on the Toledo Sports Network and CW13. Wowzers. Got to catch my breath.
Do your utility bills have you down? Get out from under those heavy bills with new windows from Dunright Building Services. New windows from Dunright can change the vision of your home both inside and out. And right now, for a limited time only, you can get any white double hung standard window for only $179 each. Remember, for a job done right, you better call Dunright.
New home, same address. It starts with new windows. Call us at Dunright Building Services today.
The Big Apple Deli has all the food for your next party or get-together. The best subs, salads, soups, pasta, party trays, and great lunch and dinner specials. The Big Apple Deli, 2118 Woodville Road, has got you ready for all your party needs, or just stop out for a great lunch. Safety Partners Limited has been providing excellence in safety since 1992, adding our Oregon, Ohio store in 2013. SPL Outfitters provides face, head, foot, hand, body, and hearing protection with great brands like Wolverine, Red Cap, Dickie, Wrangler Workwear, and many top safety brands. SPL also carries fire-resistant clothing, harnesses, high-vis apparel, boots, and boot care items. SPL is located in the Buffalo Wild Wings Plaza on Navarre Avenue. Graymont in Genoa, producers of Doclamite Lime and Hydrate, serving the community for over 90 years. The plant currently has 60 employees. The safety and development of these employees is a focus for your plant. Over 80% of our employees currently live within 11 miles of the plant. Graymont, For more information about this company, you can check us out on the web at www.graymont.com. Mike Jameson and Jameson's Mobile Music is scheduling his 2015 bridal season. I would love to talk to you about your music and video needs for that special day. Now, we don't have 15 different sound systems going out every night, just one, and we concentrate on you and your special day. You will know your DJ. For over 25 years, Mike Jameson has been providing quality sound, lighting, and video for your special day. Call him today at 419-514-1302. Mike Jameson and Jameson's Mobile Music and creative video imagery.
17-10 is your score after one quarter. The Comets get off to a hot start. Mr. Luke Reitnauer with 7, and Jamal White with 6 to lead the Comets.
He's playing really well inside.
And we're going to get a push on Stowers.
There's a there's a lot of fouls there right now. There are a lot of fouls either way. So
that's his second, and it looks like we're going to get a clean 5. We're going to get all the 5 starters back in now. Childress, Linthicum, Aguirre, Davis, and Neese, who got benched by Coach Vorst, who was pretty animated over there at the first quarter.
Special thanks going out to IBEW Local 8, UA50, Pub 51, Big Apple Deli, and SPL Outfitters, along with all our great sponsors helping us bring these games to you.
And whether you go to Pub 51 or Big Apple Deli to get a sandwich, or you go to SPL to get some clothing, make sure you told them you heard about them through us.
Isn't that cool?
Toledo Sports Network and CW13, we love having those guys on board.
And they say thank you when we bring people out. I like that.
There's White. Is he feeling it still? That one goes off. Linthicum and Cotter battle for it, and Marty Linthicum comes away with it. So let's see what the starters of Rossford can do if they can bounce back here offensively in the second quarter. And there's Aguirre.
Nice shot by Aguirre right there.
Nice jumper in the paint.
That's his bread and butter right there. That little 10-footer, he's able to knock that down. He just needs to be able to get his turn if you're a Rossford fan.
Genoa out-rebounded the Bulldogs 10-6 in the first quarter.
Nice.
There's
Nice.
Cotter showing his offensive skill set. He's got 4 now.
I'll tell you what, Genoa's pumped for this game. We've seen them a couple of times this year. They are just pumped for this game. There's Neese.
A Neese answer. Speaking of pumped.
Yeah, that unpumps you real much there when that happens.
And he can knock it down from outside. 41.7% he's shooting from 3 this year. Sauter shooting 50%. Eric Davis 40%. So Rossford can get back into the game quickly because of their 3-point shooting. Here on the turnover going the other way, contact.
Yep, Neese got popped. I think they let both of them go.
It is getting physical now. Luke Reitnauer goes down. Good sportsmanship there for Childress to help him up. So it's 19-15, 5:41 to go. Mike Bauman here with Mike Jameson. And Mikey, we're seeing a physical game, but I really think Genoa came out and really punched these guys in the mouth to start this basketball game. They controlled the tempo, and that inside play that we saw early in the late game from Rossford hasn't been happening so far. What do they got to do to kind of break this defense?
Oh, it's just really simple. It's all what's happening on the backside. Whatever the backside's able to do on that third pass, that's where Rossford's going to be able to make some things happen. They've got to be a little more patient, and I know that's what Coach is telling them right now. Now for Genoa's just got to keep this tempo going. They have to keep this tempo going, and they got to keep, White's got to stay in this game, and he's got to be playing. And some of these other guys have to just make sure they're going, and that's going to help, Reitnauer get those drives.
19-15, Mike Bauman here with Mike Jameson on Toledo Sports Network and CW13. It's now a 4-point game, and we get another steal as Neese comes away with it, looking to push.
That's 3 steals and four times down.
So the Bulldogs getting their sea legs underneath
Ain't
them
gonna
now.
stop that.
Here's a big fella, and we're going to get a jump on the inside.
I think we got we did get a jump. I saw this, that's one.
And it's going to go to Genoa. So the hustle play's kind of going Genoa's way so far. but they're being scrappy on defense. And keep in mind, folks, this is a team that's 5-2 overall, 2-2 NBC. One of those NBC losses to Lake. Genoa started out the year 4-0 on the year. So this is a team that can play when they come to play, and they came to play tonight. And that one is going to stay with the Comets. Childress was pretty pumped up right with us.
I get a little nervous down here, right, when those kind of things happen.
He thought it went off of Bradfield's foot, but it stays with the Comets with 4:58 to go here.
I think Luke might have gotten hurt in that last little series there, and they took him out, let him get a breather, and Luke's back, and looks like he's a little upset.
Yeah, he went down hard on that hustle play when they got the timeout near half court. He went down pretty hard. But he's back in now looking to inbounds. .451 to go. It's a 4-point lead now. It was 17-10 after one, so just 2 points so far here in the second quarter from Genoa.
Great defense by the Bulldogs right now.
There's Bradfield trying to drive on Neese. Nice little spin. A little out of control, though, but look at that guy. Amos Cotter getting the hustle play. The three goes off, and Eric Davis comes away with the rebound. So good defensive stand that time by the Bulldogs.
You know, Eric Davis is he's one of those playmakers. And when he's in, big things happen.
Speaking of big things happening, there's a second three-pointer from Ryan Neese, and it is now a 1-point game, 19-18. The Bulldogs have battled back.
Well, we asked for a barn burner tonight, and I think we're going to get us one.
Rossford starting to swarm, and there's a good steal from behind as Aguirre slaps it away. Here's Neese. A little hesitation, takes it to the hoop, misses the floater, and Goodrich comes away with the board, but right now you're starting to see Rossford get their feet underneath them a little bit offensively, Mikey.
Certainly.
They're playing with a little bit more confidence now.
Did you get another Genoa? Is there just the one? Oh.
Luke right now are having some trouble up top, and we're going to get a jump, and this time it's going to go Rossford's way as Neese and Eric Davis trap Luke right now in the corner, had nowhere to go. So don't look now, but the Bulldogs down by one, and they got Lady Mo on their side right now, Mikey.
I'll tell you, Neese, yeah, you're going to have to put somebody with a hand in the face to Neese because what has he got, 2, 3 so far tonight?
And look at the alley-oop.
Oh, nice.
Nice pass that time. And Eric Davis on the alley-oop gives the Bulldogs the lead. They lead it by one, 20-19 now.
Well, if you're a Genoa fan right now, this is where you really need, some of these guys to come up and play a little more here. And Goodrich has got to just get tough as nails inside.
10-2 run right now by the Bulldogs, and there's a block by the big fella Childress on right now. And that time we're going to get a foul as Luke Reitnauer gives the pump fake and goes to the floor. It will not be a shooting foul, but that does give Childress his first, team's fourth. So still 3 more before the Comets are in the 1-1. And we're going to get another steal.
Wow.
And look at, as Neese gets it up the floor to Aguirre, misses the layup, but Coda Sinclair there to pick up the loose change. And Neese misses another 3. Tip in no good, and it's going to go back to Genoa. But right now, Mike, the Bulldogs are winning the hustle plays. It's almost looking like a football game out here.
It's gone both ways because early in the game, Rossford just out-hustled, or Genoa out-hustled Rossford, and now, boy, Rossford's taking a stand right now.
I want to remind everybody, too, if you want to check us out on the internet, stay up to date with what we've got going on here at Toledo Sports Network, you can check out ToledoSportsNetwork.com. That's where you can find out all the games we're doing every week, as well as watch a number of past games going back years. Football, basketball, we've got them.
1941, we got it.
1941, when Mike Jameson
I was playing.
was 20 years old and had a mullet.
Ooh. Ooh.
You can also follow us on Twitter at Toledo Sports NW and on Facebook at /Toledo Sports Network. We get a loose ball. That one goes out of bounds.
Yeah, we saw it again here. This is one of those times where, Rossford throws that heavy-duty little man-to-man. I call it a man-to-man zone, and Rossford or Genoa just doesn't have an answer for it yet.
Well, Genoa early. Luke right now had a couple of shots, got going early, had 5 quick points. It's good, Rich. Flies right in front of us here, keeps it in bounds. But we're going to get a travel. Good defense that time by Coda Sinclair.
I'm so glad he caught that ball.
And Sinclair is one of those guys. He's only 6 foot 160, folks, but this kid, for only being a sophomore, has a lot of poise. Plays very good defense. Is one of those scrappy guys that does the dirty work. Kind of reminds me of like a Corliss Williamson type of player.
Oh, definitely.
He's going to bang on the post. He's going to make the defensive plays and make things happen. And you see the defense leading to offense again. His niece is heating up now. He's got 8. Now 22-19 in favor of the Bulldogs. They are on a 12-2 run.
Well, Nice, once again, you got 2 or 3 guys that are nailing these little 10-footers, and that's going to be a killer for them all night then if they can't find an answer to that. Nice job, Luke, getting inside there.
Tough angle. Missed the bunny.
Got to make those.
And here's Hector Aguirre going the other way. Little bounce pass to Nice. Is he feeling it? Missed it. But who else but Coda Sinclair to get the board? And it's going to go off Genoa and stay with Rossford. Wowie, wow, wow.
IBEW Local 8's been with us forever. We'd like to thank them, along with UA50 and the Pipefitters, for guys being partners with us since day one. That's been a long time. I don't even think you were born yet, were you, Mike?
I may not have been. Well, I've been with you guys since I was 22, and I'll be 20 month and a half.
5 glorious years. You get a watch or something for that. A Mickey Mouse watch.
A Mickey Mouse watch. An IOU. Like Dumb and Dumber. See that? Sports car, $275. You might want to hang on to that one. 39 seconds to go here in the first half. It's been a doozy. There's Luke right now as he squares up from 3. Matt Fierce comes with the board. Chest pass all the way up the floor. And Aguirre hits the little hook. 24-19. Holy shnikes. The Rossford Bulldogs, Brian Vorst was ticked in the first quarter, pulled all 5 starters out, brought in the reserves, and Rossford has fought all the way back to a 5-point lead. And that time we're going to get a body on Matt Fierce with 9 seconds left. That'll be Matt's first foul. And the Comets will get it out of bounds with 9.3 seconds left, trailing by 5. So they'll have an opportunity here to cut it to a 1-possession game before the half. They float it up to the big fella.
Nice.
And he's still feeling it.
I'm telling you, White is one of the answers that the Comets are going to need for the rest of this season. Whoa!
And Aguirre misses that at the buzzer. 24-21 is your score. The Bulldogs lead it at halftime. Stay tuned, folks, because the second half should be a dandy. Mike Baum with Mike Jameson here on Toledo Sports Network and CW13.
Remember this? How could you forget? Bet you wish you had one of these last winter. TAS Electronics has remote car starters from $129 installed, plus heated seats starting at just $149. No one can stop the winter, but with TAS, you can have a nice, warm vehicle waiting for you. Get over to TAS today.
TAS Electronics. Feel the power. TAS Electronics. It's hot.
Conveniently located in downtown Rossford, Ohio, the law firm of Heben, Summer, and Murphy is there to serve your estate, business, and litigation needs. Heben, Summer, and Murphy is a proud sponsor of Rossford Athletics. Contact the law firm of Heaven, Summer, and Murphy at 419-662-3100 or on the net at www.hsm-law.net. Go Bulldogs.
Pub 51 is just a great neighborhood bar and grill. They're about as close to being all things to all people as I've seen. They have a miniature bowling league, and they take that pretty darn seriously. Oh, and a dartball league, and a cornhole league, and a pool league. They have a lot of leagues. Pub 51 has a big outdoor patio, too. Their pizza and food are reasonably priced, too. Give Pub 51 a try. They're on Woodville Road, just a half-mile east of the Woodville Mall.
Hope you're enjoying the game today. Hi, I'm Mike Jamison, president of ToledoSportsNetwork.com. Now, Channel 13 and the wonderful people here are bringing some great games to you each and every week. And we'd love to make your company part of what we're putting together here. We've got the reach and we've got the ability to get you out at a reasonable cost so that all of these wonderful people can talk about your business, whether it's on the internet, on live television, or live internet. You can give us a call at 419-514-1302. Let us spotlight what you have here with all of our unbelievable packages that we have, and we make it very cost effective for even the smallest business. Creative Video Imagery and the Toledo Sports Network is proud to bring you this game right here on 13.2, the Live Well Network.
.21 is your score as we get ready to start the second half here out of Genoa. The Comets, after leading 17-10 after one, now down by 3. Rossford battles back. Ryan Neese chipped in 8 points there in the first half. You also had 8 from Jamal White for Genoa. They are your 2 leading scorers, but Mikey was quite the dandy in the first half. The total field goal percentage, 37% for the home Comets, 38.5% for the Bulldogs, so pretty even in that category. Turnovers 4-6. What do you think the difference has got to be here for Genoa to regain momentum the way they had it in the first quarter?
Well, I think it's the depth of the bench. Rossford's got, they're just bringing swarms in, and makes it kind of tough for them that Genoa's not playing that many people in any kind of succession there.
And Hector Aguirre chips in with the three-pointer. It is now 27-21.
Got to give props out to Doug Miller over there, sitting on his 60-inch TV, watching us live. It's a little froggy, but that's just us, Doug.
Hey, we love Doug, man. He's a good guy.
Yep, Frazier and all the great people out there helped us out. As thankful Nate Childress was right there, so I didn't.
Fraser, Clemens, Martin, and Miller. There you go.
Yeah, he's going to kill me for
I
that.
got you.
I remember that. Oh, nice move there by Aguirre.
He makes the hustle plays, man, and so far the Bulldogs have had a lot of those. Genoa's hustling too, but defensively, Rossford's clamped down. Their bigs in the middle have taken away a lot of that paint action that we saw early on in this game.
Now, basically, Genoa's running man-to-man here, but they still are trapping up at the top. Childress missed the bunny right there.
So here's Genoa going the other way, trying to find an answer offensively here, and they were hot in the first quarter. Here's another 3 from Childress, and that's 2 in a row for the big fella. So just like that, 2 threes from Noah Goodrich ties it up at 27.
You called him Childress. That's the second time.
No, I
did.
didn't. I said Noah Goodrich. I didn't say Childress. I said Goodrich.
You did it the first time you scored on the 3, and I forgot to spank you on the top of the head, Mikey.
Are you sure I said Childress? Well, listen, to the Goodrich family, I'm sorry. I got it right. I know his name's Noah Goodrich.
I know. That's
why
I was
sure?
So, yeah,
Are you sure your eardrums aren't just blowing
it could
out
be that too.
because we're pretty close to the band here?
Yeah, the band is
Noah Goodrich. It's 2 threes in a row.
And
then he comes around with
inside.
a rebound.
What's his name again?
27. It's Noah Goodrich.
Okay, good.
Gosh. Leave me alone.
Can I please go back under my rock and just become
Mike
home?
Jamison likes to mess with me.
And
is that 3 in a row?
Who is that again?
Noah Goodrich.
Thank you. Wow.
So
Where is that
9
coming
straight points from Noah Goodrich. And are we going to get the continuation? No, we are not going to get the bucket. We are not going to get the continuation according to the official. It is on the floor. So Nice will take it out of bounds.
That's on Goodrich, too.
What's his name? They're going to make
Noah
T-shirts.
Goodrich.
They're going to make T-shirts.
Yes,
What's my
they
name?
should.
Noah Goodrich.
3 threes in a row if they win this game. Yeah, T-shirts.
Noah Goodrich. Hashtag Noah Goodrich. 5:28 to go here in the third quarter. I'm Mike Baum with Mike Jameson. As you can tell, we're a little
We got
crazy.
a 3-point game here. I love it. We just seem to attract to really good games lately, Mike. You notice that?
We do. We do. And the NBC has been a fun league for us to cover, especially this year. Just a lot of good storylines, man.
Yes.
Brian Vorst, I mean, we were watching the JV game before this. As Eric Davis goes up. Contact, they let him play, though. Genoa comes away with it. Little
Nice
Euro
move.
step that time by Luke Reitnauer, and he gets his 8th and 9th point, respectively. It is now a 5-point lead for the Comets.
Well, Luke is one of them people that really know how to take advantage of that second step, you know, and make something happen with that where a lot of the guys wouldn't do it. Luke will, and always has.
Eric Davis picking him up full court, and we're going to get a body on Davis. That will be his first foul. But you see Ryan Neese now with 10 points, right at about his season average.
Yep.
11.4 per game.
Special thanks going out once again to IBEW Local 8, UA Local 50, and the Pipefitters, Pub 51, Big Apple Deli, SPL Outfitters, great people, along with Doug Miller and all those great people over there at Fraser Clemens, Martin and Miller. If you've got a patent,
Is he feeling it? Is he feeling it? That one goes off.
just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside. Ryan Neese comes away with the board, and the Bulldogs, as Neese fires it up, that one is airmailed. But Lithicum comes from away from the rebound, and he finds who else but Hector Aguirre, who's being the glue really right now, holding it together. He's got a quiet 11 points right now, Mikey.
Beautiful defense, too. Oh.
Nice tip pass. Jamal White trying to corral it, though, and it results in a turnover.
I'd have been impressed if that one went.
And don't look now, but we are halfway through the third quarter. Holy shnikes. I got to catch my breath, man. This is... Somebody might have to do CPR on me if I keel over here. Holy Jeebus, this game is going quick.
Move.
Nice crossover. Look at Aguirre.
Got it.
I like it, young fella. 13 points now for Hector Aguirre. It's 33-32 as the Bulldogs regain the lead, and they are forcing that trap big time out top.
Yeah, the big stuff's happening out north up there, and not getting a chance to look inside at all for the big guys, you know. And well, if you can't get it over the Rocky Mountains, you're never going to be able to go in there to ski, I guess. I don't know.
Is that a John Denver line? Where were you going with that one? Huh? You're giving me crap about the Noah Childress / Goodrich thing. I'm pretty
We'll save that for tomorrow at 8 o'clock on 106 The Ticket.
I'm going to rewind this and watch it. I'm pretty sure I called him Goodrich the whole time.
Oh,
Look at Fierce going coast to coast.
Nothing but fingertips.
Finger roll. A la George Gervin.
Yes,
See,
yes,
some of the young fellows that are watching this, YouTube George Gervin when there's a commercial break, and you'll see
Smoothest,
why. You will see why I just made that comparison, because he was one of the guys that did that the best, was the
Iceman.
finger roll.
Yep.
From Detroit,
well, his
by the way.
fingers were 4.5 feet long. That's why.
He did. He had some big old hands, man. 35-32 is your score. The Bulldogs regain the lead. Helter-skelter pace in this one, folks. But a lot of fun.
We got a lot to talk about tomorrow at 106 at 8 o'clock in the morning over at Pro Golf Fairways. You going to be there?
I will be there.
At 8?
Well,
at 7:59 and 10 seconds.
For everybody watching this on TV, every Saturday morning we're on 106.5 The Ticket, live from Pro Golf Fairways next to Nick and Jimmy's. If you like golf, you want to work on your game, that's the place to go. Food, sports, fun, 3 simulators, like 80, 90 courses. Jeff Benor is a golf pro. He'll take care of you. So next Saturday, listen to us live, because you'll be watching this on Saturday night.
And if you're watching it live on the internet, which you can,
listen to it tomorrow.
Yeah, and it doesn't cost you anything. Everything we do is basically free. It's because of our good sponsors. And Luke right now with a nice rebound right there. these bunnies are really costing both of these teams tonight.
We've seen a few of them get missed inside, but give credit to the bigs for making it difficult down there, too. We haven't seen, there's been a lot of times where there hasn't been the best angle to the basket, and that's a credit to the defense of both these schools.
Yep.
And like we were talking about earlier, Mikey, I think, what's interesting, you look at both these programs, Brian Vorst, obviously a longtime coach at Rossford. We saw their JV take care of business, but we've seen Nice, Linthicum, these guys come up through the JV and the freshman ranks. They really have a total program thing going on right now in Rossford. And conversely, with Genoa, they're rebuilding. Zach Alt is the coach of this team. He graduated in 2004. They're really getting pumped up about basketball here in Genoa, too.
Nice three right there.
Look at a sophomore, Coda Sinclair, with a little heat check from the outside. It's now 38-32.
He's been quiet since the first half, too. Had a couple of them in the first half.
And on the other way, getting the defensive end going. As they go up the floor, Eric Davis going inside, and Eric Davis cashing in. And we are going to get a timeout.
He only had 3 people on him, Mike, I mean, Eric, come on. You only had 3 guys on you. Wonderful play.
1:22 to go here in the third quarter. The Rossford Bulldogs lead it 40-32 here on the Toledo Sports Network in CW13.
Blackberry Corner, on the corner of 579 and Elliston Road, is a proud sponsor of Genoa football and has the best burgers, chicken, and pizza. You know the pizza. Everyone knows the pizza. Blackberry Corner also has charbroiled pork ribs and Jim's famous chicken dinners. Whether it's appetizers, pizza, or a full dinner, the great folks at Blackberry Corner can help fill you up and save you money. Stop out to Blackberry Corners on the corner of State Route 579 and Elliston Road for a meal or just a snack.
Everyone knows Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. Or did he? Turns out a man named Antonio Mucci actually made the first telephone. Mucci never paid the $10 fee to claim his patent on the phone. And 11 years later, Alexander Graham Bell filed his patent for the phone. Mucci died penniless and forgotten. Do you have a great idea? Call Fraser, Clemens, Martin, and Miller to protect your idea with a trademark, patent, or copyright. Don't let someone else benefit from your idea. Protect it today.
Genoa Jewelers, 611 Main Street in Genoa, has been serving the area with quality jewelry and gifts for over 19 years. Specializing in gold and silver repairs, Frank Comise has been a goldsmith for over 30 years. Our selection of Pulsar watches, Precious Moments figurines, Reflections beads, Seraphim classics, and quality Stellar rings, all at a price you can afford. Genoa Jewelers also buys gold and silver and has the perfect gift for that someone special. Stop out today at Genoa Jewelers, 611 Main Street in Genoa. Pro Golf Academies and Technologies and Pro Golf Fairways, Toledo's #1 stop for all your golf equipment needs. Instruction with licensed PGA and LPGA Tour instructor Jeff Menor, and the best golf simulators in the area. Located right next to Nick and Jimmy's on Monroe Street, custom club fitting with name brand clubs and professional loft and lie capability. Now you can play in 18 holes on our Pro Golf Fairways with over 80 courses throughout the world with our state-of-the-art golf simulator systems. Call us at 419-205-6644.
First Federal Bank. Dave Highmore and the gang helping us out even when I lose brain power there. Heben Sumner and Murphy. Kent and the gang over there helping us out. Go Bulldogs. We love you for being a part of it. Club 51 over there on Woodville Road. Ronnie Bin's got some great food, fun, and spirits. SPL Outfitters right there on DeFar Avenue, right next to BW3s. You can pick up all your winter wear and a lot of safety equipment. If you're working safety, you know all about SPL Outfitters. Doug just called you out. He said your partner saved your life. Thanks, Mike. I hate to tell him he did call him children.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Oh, that one hurt.
And that time, Coda Sinclair gets hacked, so he will go to the free throw line. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the first trip to the free throw line for anybody tonight. 1:18 to go in the third quarter, and these are our first free throws for either team.
Yes.
Or either team, depending on how proper your English is. As Coda Sinclair knocks it down from the free throw line. Well, no, I appreciate it. You know me, Mikey. I like constructive criticism.
Doug, he's going to be bummed about that now for 4 years.
For
4 years.
It's better than me calling his name. You know, we got big guys. We got
his grandkids will be bummed about that.
Coda Sinclair knocks down both of them. I'm changing the subject. That's
okay. That's all right. It's a great game tonight, folks. And Genoa's got to get a little answer for the sea. This little bit of a trap up at the top. That's hurting them.
Well, right now, Rossford is really taking the Comets out of their comfort zone, making them basically play their offense from the free throw line up to half court. And it's taken away a lot of those inside drives that we saw in the first half. But
nice move.
Look at Luke right now, right as I say that, making me look foolish, getting to the paint, getting the bucket, making it 42-34. Speaking of big guys inside, Mikey loves the big guys. He does. Hodak takes care of business. I like the little turnaround right there. 44-34.
Those have got to go in, man.
So here's Rossford in transition. Coda Sinclair, a little stop, pop, and nearly a drop, but look at who's there to clean it up.
Right back up. Or give it to...
Look at Matt Fierce from downtown.
Wow.
He's got a quick 7 points, and it's 47-34. Fierce trying to knock it out from behind. He does knock it out from behind. Here's Neese in transition amongst the Giants. And he gets the pump fake, gets it to Eric Davis. Boom goes the dynamite. It is 49-34, just like that. The Bulldogs lead it after 3 quarters. Mike Bauman with Mike Jamison here on the Toledo Sports Network, CW13. Do not go anywhere, because if this game has taught us anything, it is that it can change in a hurry. Stay tuned, folks.
On the job for you for over 100 years. You need a career. You need a future. Local 8 can help you make it happen. Join the men and women who build our community. Become a part of a proud tradition. Build your career. Build your future with the brothers and sisters of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 8. We're on the job for you.
We're on the job for you. We're the local IBEW.
Safety Partners Limited has been providing excellence in safety since 1992. Adding our Oregon, Ohio store in 2013. SPL Outfitters provides face, head, foot, hand, body, and hearing protection with great brands like Wolverine, Red Cap, Dickie, Wrangler Workwear, and many top safety brands. SPL also carries fire-resistant clothing, harnesses, high-vis apparel, boots, and boot care items. SPL is located in the Buffalo Wild Wings Plaza on Navarre Avenue.
The union plumbers, steam fitters, and HVACR service mechanics of UA Local 50 build the powerhouses that generate your electricity. Install and service your heating and air conditioning systems, and install the plumbing systems that protect the health of this nation. Everywhere there's a building being built, retrofitted, or maintained, members of UA Local 50 are on the job with skills and the latest sustainable building practices. To do the job right, UA Local 50 plumbers, steam fitters, and service mechanics, building America's future.
You've planned and planned. Each moment of your special day just has to be perfect. But you don't want to worry about anything. Just know that you've hired professionals to make your wedding day special. Mike Jamison with Creative Video Imagery has produced award-winning weddings for over 15 years. Our company has the equipment and the artistic ability to capture your day on digital DVD, giving you lasting memories of a day you will cherish forever. Call Creative Video Imagery today or visit our website, Creative Video Imagery. making moments into lifetime memories.
$49-34 is your score. Mike Bauman here with Mike Jameson. The Rossford Bulldogs lead it after 3 quarters of play. A frenetic pace in this one, Mr. Mikey.
Oh, definitely. And before we get there, I'd like to say thanks out to Pup 51. They got their big Super Bowl party. That's going to be coming up on February 1st, Sunday. They got the game, of course, on a ton of TV. They got door prizes, spaghetti sauce cook-off, and we got judges for it. Maybe we'll be the judges. That'd be cool. Raffle tickets for packages from NFL, 50-50. Food and drinks are right out there on Woodville Road. Thank them very much. Ronnie been in the gang for making all our games happen. And, it's kind of funny. It's a complete turnaround from our game that we had Tuesday night with Rossford and how they played in the third quarter.
Absolutely. It was Lake who had taken control in the second half. Offensively, really got into the paint, but the Bulldogs here have woken up. They've got hit in the mouth a few times. Look at the crossover.
Wow.
Look at Hector Aguirre, little shades of AI right there. It's the second or third time he's done that this game. He now has a game-high 15 points, folks. 51-34. But the continuity has just not been there offensively for the Comets here in the second half. Really came out, got off to a hot start on their home floor, and really had Rossford on the ropes. Brian Forrest took out his entire starting 5 not long into this game and went right to the bench and got pretty fired up. But defensively, the Bulldogs have kicked it up a notch. They forced 10 turnovers through 3 quarters. Genoa only shooting 37% for the game, Mikey. So what do you got to do here if you're the Comets to get back into this? We saw 3 quick threes to start the third quarter from Noah Goodrich, who has 11 points now, but offensively, this is their first trip to the free throw line.
Well, I mean, we talked about it. Rossford is utilizing basically their whole bench, and Genoa's utilizing about 6-7 guys, and that continuity that you're talking about is just not there, and I think it's a fatigue factor that's happening for the Comets right now because they played a wonderful, wonderful first half, first quarter going into the second quarter. And then, I think the, can't breathe scenario comes in.
And total rebounds after 3 is just about even. As we get a 3-point basket from Noah Goodrich. You are not going to let that go.
They won't.
And we're going to get steps that time on Linthicum. I think Goodrich is going to watch this, and he's going to get a couple of good laughs in.
Well, I think he'll be like, if they come about and win this game, he will be the, they'll have a Noah Goodrich day here at Genoa.
They will. They will. Hey, remember that time that guy got your name wrong? You've been calling me Mike Bauman for 4.5 years.
There's
I don't know. You
do
got
that.
a leg to stand on, buddy.
I'm an Irish Hungarian Catholic hillbilly. I'm not a lyricist.
Luke Reitnauer showing off his skills.
Just, chipping away at it right here. And, I think Luke's got a steal right there. No, I'm going to disagree on that one.
So Noah Goodrich gets the travel.
The ref looked over at me, and I had that look on my face I don't know, man.
Well, it's only a 12-point game, and that can change in a hurry. A near steal.
Twice.
Aguirre corrals it.
Oh.
Kid's feeling it right now.
I do believe he's your man of the hour right now.
He's the man of the night. Yeah. 17 points, 53-39. And we still got 6:31 to go here. But, gosh, has this been a frenetic pace or what? I thought that the Lake Genoa or Lake Rossford game was fast. This is I think I'm going to end up burning 300 cals by the time this puppy's done.
Well, you know what? I have to burn 300 cals because I have my personal trainer, Dare Carpenter, coming into our radio show tomorrow. And
yeah, I was surprised you made it out here tonight.
I'm sore. I'm very sore.
Here's a 3 by Fierce.
Nope.
And that one hits the top of the backboard, goes over top, so it'll go back to the Comets with 6:17 to go here in the fourth.
And when I get home tonight, I have to lift again. So.
Is that really going to happen, Mike?
Yes, it is.
Is it really going to happen? I want video. I want video of you lifting tonight. Have one of the dogs take the video. I'm pretty sure that Buckeye could operate a cam.
But he just wouldn't do it because he just doesn't want to do it, you know? He's kind of like his master. I really don't want to do push-ups tonight. And they're those funky kind of push-ups where you do the big Ohio State with your hands like, you know, the Buckeyes do.
Spread your fingers out.
Yeah, and they hurt.
Here's Eric Davis with the three. That one misses. And that one will go back to Genoa. 6:08 to go here in the fourth.
That's called a sorry guys shot, where you say, sorry guys.
Sometimes it happens.
Yeah, sorry guys.
So Goodrich corrals it. Rossford picking him up full court. And look at Coda Sinclair. I love that kid's game, man. You know, there's always that player on any good basketball team that's a championship contending team, as these guys are on the NBC this year, that just does the dirty work. And Rossford happens to have about 3 or 4 of them.
You're right.
With Coda Sinclair, Aguirre, Sauter. We've seen Stowers hit a couple of threes tonight. They are a deep team. Can Goodrich continue it from the outside? That one goes off the iron, the back iron. Sutter corrals it. And they reset. 5:42 and counting. Genoa trails by 14. They did lead by 7 after 1 quarter. Trailed by 3 at half. And they were down 49-34 headed into the fourth. So it's been back and forth, but Rossford's defense has really turned it up a notch from about the middle of the second quarter on and taken the Comets out of their comfort zone. Here's a three by Braja. That one goes off the front iron, and it's rebounded by Sinclair.
Oh, now that was a walk. That was a change of pivot foot. Oh,
Little
nice.
spin move and kissed it with the English, Coda Sinclair. He's got 10 points tonight. Genoa looking to push. Luke Reitner goes inside amongst the Giants and misses the layup.
I give him all the credit, but boy, you got to make them, man. He's getting inside so nice.
And we are going to get a body as Hector Aguirre goes down hard on his hip. Coming up a little bit slow.
I think he knocked knees there.
It looks like he may have, or I don't know if it's his ankle or maybe if he knocked his knees that time, as you said. Hey, we want to remind everybody, once again, you can check us out on the interweb at ToledoSportsNetwork.com.
Is that the new name for it, the interweb?
The interweb. I don't know why I say it like that. I just think it's fun to say it like that. There are a lot of past games you can watch on ToledoSportsNetwork.com. You can also find out every week what games we're doing. Stay up to date with us, too, on Facebook. Go like our page, Toledo Sports Network on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter at Toledo Sports NW, where we keep you up to date on scores and all the fun stuff we're doing. Look at this. Bradfield almost coming away with the steal for the Comets. And that one will go off the fingertips of Coda Sinclair with 4:35 to go and go back to Genoa. But really, Mikey, we're a couple of quick buckets from the Comets of making this into single digits again. We saw it turn around in a hurry with a couple of big threes by Goodrich there in the third. But I don't know if this fast pace plays well into their style for Genoa. I don't know if the up-tempo suits them well. You know, it seems like the Bulldogs have really forced this pace, and we've seen a lot of shots inside missed by the Comets, and then they struggle to get back at the other end.
Oh, nice
as
shot.
Davis makes the layup. But that was a perfect example of it right there. You get a quick shot, Rossford gets the rebound, they come flying out in transition and get the easy points. Coda Sinclair goes into the Rossford bench and comes up hobbling a little bit, but he appears to be okay. And we are going to get a Genoa timeout with 4:12 to go. It is the Rossford Bulldogs 57, the Genoa Comets 39 here on Toledo Sports Network and CW 13.
Conveniently located in downtown Rossford, Ohio, the law firm of Heben, Summer, and Murphy is there to serve your estate, business, and litigation needs. Heben, Summer, and Murphy is a proud sponsor of Rossford Athletics. Contact the law firm of Heben, Summer, and Murphy at 419-662-3100 or on the net at www.hsm-law.net. Go Bulldogs.
And we're back.
I'm Mike Bauman here with Mike Jamison out of Genoa. 57-39 is your score. The Bulldogs are on tap. 4:08 to go here in the final quarter, and it really has been a frenetic pace, Mikey. And we were just talking about whether or not that really plays in Genoa's style. They controlled the tempo in the first half, but since Rossford has forced the pace of this game, it really seems to have taken the Comets out of their comfort zone.
Well, we talked about White. We talked about some of the things that had Jamel White and some of the things that had happened inside. Jamel has gotten himself in. He doesn't seem to be turning like he normally does, and Genoa got themselves. Now here's test right here.
Bradfield takes it all the way, gets the bucket, and he'll have a chance for the end one at the free throw line. But yeah, Jamal White had 8 points in the first half, shooting the ball pretty well, 4 for 7 field goals. Had a block shot as well in 11 minutes of play heading into the fourth quarter. But the up-tempo pace and the quick shooting from the Comets, it kind of took away some of that inside play. And give credit to Rossford because they kind of have really seemed to dictate the pace here in the second half, Mikey.
Completely agree with you. Another steal.
Look at Bradfield picking Nice's pocket, misses the layup though, and here come the Bulldogs again. Jamal White goes up for the block shot, but it looked like he may have gotten some skin, at least according to the officials he did. So
see, that's when the band should be playing Welcome to the Jungle.
Or Hit the Road, Jack.
Nice block, though. 6'7".
So Hodak will go to the line. All 6'7", 222 of them. What do you think that family's grocery bill is? That kid is
Let
huge.
me tell you something.
He's
a big boy, but I thought he'd be bigger than me, but he's not. He's not. He's still a big boy. He is.
He could handle you inside.
Oh, I'm sure he could handle you.
He would eat you for lunch.
I don't know. I'd have to.
And then he'd take you out for dinner, and you get the bill on that one, too. That kid could give you the business. You got to stop dreaming.
He's a heck of a good ball player.
Your playing days are long gone.
I'm 52 years old, folks, and still think like a 20-year-old.
Like an ex-girlfriend who is now married with children.
Oh, that's you, dude.
And living in a $300,000 home, driving a nice car.
Your
playing days are gone. They are gone.
White.
And there's Jamal White bailing out Mikey. He's got double figures now with 10 points. It's 59-43. And that time it's a block.
That was clean. Bounce it right off Nice's head.
And we are going to get a foul on Childress. Now that is Childress. See, the problem is
there's somebody I would not mess with.
Their names are close. Nate Childrich and Noah Goodrich. So we got an NG situation going on, NGNC.
You got a timeout.
And that gives us time to say thanks to our sponsors once again. And what's going on out there, Mikey, at Big Apple Deli, or Pub 51? Big Apple Deli's really got the sandwiches. Yeah, Pub 51's where we've got the stuff going on for the big game.
Yes. Pub 51's got the great Super Bowl party coming up. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be on Super Bowl Sunday, right? Yeah.
Are we allowed to say, are we going to get hit for licensing? Because don't you have to refer to it as the big game?
Oh, okay. The big game party.
The big game party.
On February 1st at Pub 51.
There you go.
And I'm pretty sure you'll be able to watch the game there, too. So.
Holy shnikes.
I'm here just to push buttons and change the score, dude. That's the only reason I'm here, and look at camera angles. Right now we're for 3. Needed that.
13-point game.
Yep.
And Luke's got 16 now.
Well, when Luke gets a chance to set up and shoot, that's what you get. It's going to go in.
59-46 is your score, 2:42 to go. Out here at Genoa. They just redid this gym a couple years ago, made it a little wider. It's nice, got a nice floor. I like the two-tone, too, on the court. I like that. I like it. Here's Coda Sinclair. He's had a good offensive night. Normally a defensive specialist, but that's the thing when you play Rossford. You've got so much depth that you're going against.
Yes.
And you could see them really forcing the pace of this game. I like Genoa. I like their scoring ability, but it seems like just the wear and tear tonight and the pace has kind of gotten to them as the game's gone on. So Matt Fierce going to try to slow things down here. Genoa going to play close to the ball, and they trap him, and we're going to get a grab on Noah Goodrich. That will be his second. Or actually, excuse me, that will be on Matt Bradfield. It will be his second. 7th team foul, so now it's a 1-on-1 situation for Matt Fierce. And you know, the way this game started, Mikey, I mean, it looked like Genoa was on the verge of potentially really opening things up. I mean, they started this game really hot.
Well, it showed, too, with their ability to just get to the hole any which way but loose. It showed that Genoa's they've got the spark to make it happen.
So Fierce knocks down the first one, knocks down the second. And Matt Fierce now has 9. Finished in double figures against the Lake Flyers, had a couple of big threes, got into some foul trouble in that game, so we didn't see as much of him in the second half, but had a pretty big first half that helped propel Rossford to their first win at Lake in 4 years. Nice pass inside, and Noah Goodrich finishes it. He's now got 16, tied with Luke Reitnauer for a team high. Rossford now trying to slow it down. Eric Davis goes all the way through. It looked like they tried to foul him. Now we're going to get a grab as Matt Bradfield gets the foul out here near the sideline. The 6'1" sophomore. That kid's played some defense tonight, though. I tell you what, he's really come up with a couple of big steals, really turned up the defensive pressure. I really like that young fella's potential as a sophomore. And he might not be done growing at 6'1".
Oh, no, I got to agree with you there. First Federal Bank is a proud sponsor of Toledo Sports Network with free checking, merit checking, auto loans, mortgage, home equity, online banking, investment options, and trust services. Great people over at First Federal Bank believe in what the Toledo Sports Network's doing, even when we can't talk.
So Ryan Neese now has 12. As the Bulldogs lead it by 15, 63-48. 121 and counting. Right now we're still trying to keep the ship afloat. He now has 18 to lead all scorers. But it's going to have to be a Reggie Miller type situation now as Rossford textbook press break. Neese goes down hard on the Bradfield foul, and that potentially could be all she wrote, Mikey. And when you look back on this, what do you think was the turning point in this game? Do you think it was in the second quarter? Rossford started to hit some shots, gain some confidence, and from a pace standpoint, they're getting the rebound and they're getting out in transition.
I think Genoa got tired. I really do. I think Genoa got tired and not having the ability to sub in like Rossford is able to do. I think that kind of knocked them out of their, what they were able to try and do and what they had going on in the first quarter.
But boy, did they give Rossford a fight. Rossford, after tonight, will improve to 8-2 overall, 5-0 in conference play, so they will have a stranglehold on first place in the NBC. Genoa will still be a respectable 5-3, 2-3 in NBC play. And this is a program that really has come a long way from where it was a couple years ago, Mikey. And
yes.
I really think they got the right guy for the job. And I think that this is a program that is going to start to turn the corner in the next couple of years. What I really like is, their coach, Zach Ault, is a young guy.
Yes.
He played for this program. he's seen these guys develop and grow up, and now as the varsity coach, he gets an opportunity to kind of try to change things around, and they're competing. Tonight they really competed and they played hard. I think the difference was as Rossford started to take away those inside drives and they started to force the Comets to play out more on the perimeter.
Right.
Genoa was taking longer shots. They were taking faster shots. Rossford was getting those rebounds, and they were getting out and running. And that pace, I think, kind of wore on Genoa, as it has a lot of teams the Bulldogs have played this year. So 54 seconds left. We're going to start to see a lot of subs here tonight.
Special thanks going out to Keith Hilly over there at Graymont. Corey, they've been with us since day one, and Keith, got to thank you all the times you come through for us. I just got your email. Gotta love you. I hope you're listening on our internet broadcast right now. We really thank you for helping sponsor and make sure we are able to get out here to get these games on. And if you'd like to be a part of it, we've got great games coming up here in the NBC. 419-514-1302 is our number. And be a part of us watching these kids make history.
Well, and we've been really lucky this year, especially football and basketball. I mean, it's been a very competitive league.
Definitely.
Out here in the NBC, and it's a pleasure to bring these games to you guys that probably wouldn't get on TV otherwise. So it's a lot of fun. Your final tonight, the Rossford Bulldogs win by a score of 65-52 over the Genoa Comets. Mike Bauman here with Mike Jamison on the Toledo Sports Network at CW13.
We'll be back.
So stay tuned, because when we come back, we're going to wrap things up.
Pro Golf Academies and Technologies and Pro Golf Fairways, Toledo's #1 stop for all your golf equipment needs. Instruction with licensed PGA and LPGA Tour instructor Jeff Menor, and the best golf simulators in the area. Located right next to Nick and Jimmy's on Monroe Street, custom club fitting with name brand clubs and professional loft and lie capability. Now you can play in 18 holes on our Pro Golf Fairways with over 80 courses throughout the world with our state-of-the-art golf simulator systems. Call us at 419-205-6644. Safety Partners Limited has been providing excellence in safety since 1992, adding our Oregon, Ohio store in 2013. SPL Outfitters provides face, head, foot, hand, body, and hearing protection with great brands like Wolverine, Red Cap, Dickie, Wrangler Workwear, and many top safety brands. SPL also carries fire-resistant clothing, harnesses, high-vis apparel, boots, and boot care items. SPL is located in the Buffalo Wild Wings Plaza on Navarre Avenue.
Back again out here at Genoa, where the Bulldogs take care of business, 65-52. Mike Bauman here with Mike Jamison and head coach of the Bulldogs, Brian Vorst. And Brian, it was a pretty frenetic paced game. They kind of came out, hit you guys in the mouth early, but I really thought as the game wore on, especially in the middle of the second quarter, you guys started to make some shots and really start to dictate the pace.
Yeah, we've been talking to the kids about coming out of the locker room ready to play, and we did not do that tonight. I was disappointed in the starters. But the bench did a really nice job. They cut into that lead and got the boat stabilized again. And then when we went back and put the first 5 back in, we were able to pick the pace up, and I think they were able to recognize what they had done wrong, and things kind of turned from there. But we have got to be better coming out of the locker room, both in the first and in the third quarters.
Well, it's got to be the first time I've seen you literally pull all 5. That was an awakening call, and I know as a coach, when that happens, things are going to change right away, and it was really good to see some of your bench players come out and play as well as they played.
Well, the thing I always tell the kids is that I really trust them. The other night when we beat Lake, we didn't call a timeout at the end of the game because I trust that they're going to make the right play, and I do trust them. But they kind of breached that tonight. But they understood that they had made a mistake and they weren't ready to go, and when they got their chance again, they were ready. That comes back to, we screwed up, so we better get it done. And they're capable of doing that. We're fortunate tonight. Genoa punched us in the mouth, but we were able to recover from it. And we had to pick the pace up. We were down, 10-12. If it was a slow game, we weren't catching them.
You know, Brian, I think what's interesting, too, is when you look at any team that's competing for a championship, it doesn't matter what league it is, there's always those guys that come off the bench that are sort of like the junkyard dogs. They don't care about the points. They don't care about the glory. But you had a couple of those guys tonight, and Hector Aguirre and Coda Sinclair both finished in double figures. Hector Aguirre actually led you guys with 15 points tonight.
Hector does a really good job. We count on him to be a spark plug. Energy-wise, he brings excitement, enthusiasm. He gets to the balls that you think are going out of bounds, or there's no way anybody on our team is going to get. And he just really has been a great addition to us this year. You know, he took off last year. He's a big soccer player, and he took last year off to travel, and he traveled all over the United States playing, and he said, this year, Coach, I want to play. He practiced with us last year. He just couldn't find time on the weekends to play games. He said, Coach, I'm going to be in North Carolina and Chicago and Detroit and all over the place. I want to be a part of the team next year. I'll be at practice. And, you know, he was there. He wasn't at every practice, but he made the vast majority of them. We're very fortunate. We're playing 10 kids. Our bench is doing a tremendous job. I bet over half the games this year, our bench has outscored our starters. And they're doing a great job. They know that when they get their turn, that they better do something with it, because we're expecting them to get the job done, and they're doing a good job at that.
Well, real quick, it is a pleasure, you know, you being a big guy, I being a big guy, seeing your big guys come. Now, Nate, a lot of doubles ups on Nate tonight, and Hodak came in and just cleaned the boards out for you, and it was just really refreshing.
Jeff's been a pleasant surprise for us. You know, we knew that we had two pretty good post players. Marty and Nate do a really good job. They're different kind of players. Marty's sneaky around the glass. He's just one of those kids that somehow ends up with an offensive rebound or a putback and defends pretty well. And if he goes back to the basket on you, he's got a chance to whip you. Nate, on the other hand, he's a brute. He's powerful, and he's really has transformed himself from being a football player into being a pretty good basketball player, and he's showing that because his decision-making has become better. He's become a really good passer out of the double team and seeing our shooters on the backside. So, you know, if you go one-on-one with him, he's got a chance to get a score. If you double him, there's a pretty good chance somebody else on the backside is going to score. And then, you know, Jeff is one of those kids that just all of a sudden, he started, you could see it happen in the spring when he played AAU. Then over the summer, you could just see him gain confidence and grow. And when he gets a little stronger, he is going to be a phenomenal post player. He's really athletic. We saw him run down the floor tonight. Now, he missed the layup, but he busts his tail down the floor. And I'm really expecting a lot of really good things out of him next year. And I've been pleased with what he's given us. You know, when he brings energy, then all of a sudden our posts get even better. And we try to rotate those kids as much as we can, depending on matchups.
Well, it's been exciting, and I'm looking forward to some more games with you here, buddy, and we got to get a shot in the basketball court one more time.
And Brian, one last thing I'd like to ask you real quick. You know, we were talking a lot about Genoa tonight. I mean, obviously they're an NBC rival, but I saw you and Coach Alt talk before the game. You know what it's like to be a young coach. This is a guy who played at Genoa. It takes time to rebuild a program. You guys are at that point now with Rossford. We've seen it because we get there early to set up for these things, where your freshmen and your JV are competing. Right. I mean, what is your advice to a young guy like Zach Alt? Because I really feel like the Comets got the right guy for the job, but it takes time for a program to rebuild, and they're competing this year.
Well, that's a good point. First of all, I don't remember being a young coach. I don't want to see those pictures of, 70 pounds ago. But it takes patience and it takes persistence, and you have to have special kids come through. And I've been fortunate. I've had special kids. This is my 10th year, and I've had kids that understood sacrifice. They understood that, we may not be real good this year, but we're going to work really hard to push the other kids and make the kids behind us better. And we're going to be in the gym at 6 in the morning before school, and we're going to spend an hour shooting the ball, and we're going to get in the rec on our own. And, we have kids like Genoa does that plays 2 and 3 sports per year. So it's hard for the kids to find time. But when you have special kids like we do, and I'm sure Genoa does, they find time to do that. Now, they don't need to spend 5 hours in the gym, but if you can get a quality half hour, 45 minutes in the gym, then you can make yourself a better basketball player. And then you start throwing some pretty good basketball players in and some pretty good athletes in. Now all of a sudden you got something you can work with and something you can be special with. And I think that we have a special group of kids. I think we have a special group of seniors, and our bench play has been so good and so strong. I think that we can do some special things. Not if we play like we did tonight in the first quarter, but if we play like we did in the last 3 quarters, I think we can do a lot of really good things. We have special kids, and I think special things are coming. And that goes all the way down into junior high, and we have some pretty good kids down the elementaries too.
Fantastic.
Well, Brian, we appreciate the time. Congrats on the W. The Rossford Bulldogs take care of business out here at Genoa, 65-52. They improved to 8-2 overall, 5-0 in NBC play. Don't go anywhere, though, because when we come back, we're going to wrap things up here on the Toledo Sports Network in CW13. Back one final time at Genoa, where the Rossford Bulldogs take care of business. They come from a first quarter deficit, win this one 65-52. Mike Bauman here with Mike Jamison on the Toledo Sports Network. And Mikey, you look at this one, Rossford 28 points off the bench. Luke Reitnauer finishes with 20 and 7. We saw Noah Goodrich heat up there in the third quarter. He finishes with 16. Jamal White, the big fella, you always love the big fellas, he finished with 10 for Genoa. But we talk about the depth a lot with this Bulldogs team, and they showed it tonight, 28-10 off the bench.
And they also showed a lot of diversity too. They come off 15, 20 points down in that first half, and they were playing catch up, and they were, instead of going about it with, I got to hit the 3, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, Coach Vorst was able to just kind of smooth them down a little, calm them down, and make things happen. And, you know, going back to the Genoa side, I just think they ran out of steam. They're a wonderful ball club, and they've got to get some more bench play in there to be able to, you know, take them over that top heap there, because Reitnauer played a fantastic game along with your buddy, Mr.
Jamal White, Noah
Goodrich. Noah Goodrich. Let's give him a little of the Goodrich-Childrich thing there. But no, I mean, 3 or 4 threes there at the end, and he played real good. He needs to have that kind of intensity when he's playing inside, though, because I think that type of intensity is going to wrap up a couple of defenders, and it's going to leave Luke open to do what he's able to do.
So the Comets show potential, but they fall tonight. They fall 5-3 overall. Rossford, meanwhile, stays undefeated. They finish 8-2 overall. They are now 5-0 in NBC play. And really, it's going to be interesting because we still got another matchup with Lake coming for Rossford. But Genoa, they're feisty. They scrapped tonight. I really think the difference was the pace and, as you mentioned, the depth of the Rossford Bulldogs. But keep your eye on the Comets. Zach Auld is turning this program around. So for Mike Jamison, I'm Mike Bauman. We want to thank all you wonderful people out there who watch us and support Toledo Sports Network. Remember, you can see us every Saturday morning, too, on the radio on 106.5 The Ticket for the 3-for-all. But for all of our wonderful people, all of our wonderful sponsors, we want to say thank you. Have a good evening. Your final, once again, 65-52. The Bulldogs win this one. Have a safe and fun weekend, everybody.